Welcome, my dear friends, to Mindset Mastery Hub. Dear friends, are you struggling to finish your task and are struggling to increase the productivity? And do you want to know the tips and techniques to overcome the procrastination and increase the focus towards your work? Then watch this video till the end, as I'm going to share the different strategies and methods to overcome your inner fear and procrastination to achieve your goals. In today's video, I'm going to share the techniques which will help you to take actions to develop a positive mindset to achieve your goal. This book, Finish What to Start, is written by the author Peter Hollins and has got more than 4.4 star ratings on Amazon with more than 3000 positive reviews. So without wasting much of the time, let's jump in to review this book, Finish What You Start. Author starts with the first chapter with stop overthinking and just take action. Most people struggle to finish what they start because they overthink too much. They wait for the perfect moment or the right mood to begin. But in reality, there is never a perfect time. The best approach is to stop thinking and just take action. Author says to complete a task, it's not about just being focused or disciplined. It is a mix of several qualities like focus, self-discipline, taking actions, and persistence. Focus helps to keep one's attention on the goal and prevents distraction. Imagine a student trying to study while constantly checking his phone. If he puts his phone away and dedicate 1 full hour on studying, then the student will complete more in less time. That is the power of focus. It directs all your energy towards one thing instead of scattering it everywhere. Also, author tells the importance of self-discipline, which helps one to do what needs to be done even when you are not feeling to do it. Think of athletes who wake up at 5 a.m. every day to get trained in sports. Even on days when they feel tired or lazy, they push themselves to get up and start practicing. This ability to stay committed despite discomfort is what makes the difference between success and failure. No matter how much time you plan or think, nothing will happen unless you take action. Imagine someone who dreams of writing a book but never starts. The only way to make that dream come true is to sit down and write. Even if it is just a few paragraphs each day, small steps taken consistently leads to a bigger results over time. Persistence keeps one going even when things get tough. Many people start something but give up at the first sight of difficulty. But real success comes to those who keep pushing forward no matter how much setbacks they face. The best example of persistence is Thomas Edison, who failed 1,000 times before he successfully invented light bulb. If he had given up after a few failures, the world might not have seen the light today. Why don't we finish what we start? Author says many people start projects with excitement but struggle to finish them. They have the motivation to begin but not enough persistence to complete the task. The main reason we don't finish is because of two major obstacles. Obstacle number one is inhibiting tactics, which are bad habits that waste our time and energy. And obstacle number two is psychological roadblocks, which are mental barriers that drain our enthusiasm. Author elaborates these two major obstacles and says that in the first obstacle, inhibiting tactics, there are broadly 4 traps where one gets unknowingly slow in achieving the goal. These 4 traps are: trap number 1, setting bad goals. When goals are too vague or unrealistic, they don't give clear direction. For example, saying I want to be healthier is an unrealistic goal. Instead, a realistic goal would be I will exercise for 30 minutes to be physically fit, where there is a clear action with a target time. Trap number 2 is procrastination, putting things off because they feel overwhelming or uncomfortable. Many people wait for the perfect time to start, but that time never comes and one will never achieve the goal. Trap number 3 is indulging in distraction. Social media, TV, and unnecessary tasks distract our focus, and these unnecessary tasks doesn't help to achieve our goal. Trap number 4, poor time management. Not planning our time well leads to last minute stress. Without a schedule, we keep delaying important tasks. Author says when we accept these 4 traps in our life, our goals remain unfinished. So it's necessary to identify these traps and take steps to avoid them. Also, author says there are psychological roadblocks, which are internal mental barriers that stop us from completing the task. These internal roadblocks include laziness, fear of failure, and perfectionism due to insecurity and lack of self-awareness to achieve the goal. Personal manifesto. Author says personal manifesto are a set of rules which helps one to stay focused and provides direction and helps one to progress towards the goal even during the low motivation period and the path to reach the goal becomes harder. Author suggests 5 rules which helps one to stay focused to reach the goal. Rule number 1. Evaluate yourself. Before deciding to quit a task, ask yourself, am I stopping because of laziness or fear? This reflection helps identify the internal barriers rather than actual inability which is influencing your decision. Example, suppose you are learning to play the guitar but feel like giving up. By recognizing whether laziness or fear of failure is the real reason to quit, one can practice consistently to improve. Rule number 2. Limit daily tasks to 3. Concentrate on completing a maximum of 3 important tasks each day. This focus prevents overwhelm and enhances the productivity. Example, if your to-do list includes writing a project report, attending a meeting, exercising, and attending your friend's birthday party, prioritize these tasks. By dedicating your energy to them, you are more likely to accomplish each task effectively. Rule number 3. Set personal limitations and requirements. Establish clear rules for yourself, specifying activities to avoid and the tasks to complete daily. This structure promotes discipline and progress. Example, decide to limit social media use to 30 minutes per day and commit to reading for 20 minutes daily. Writing these rules and placing it where it can be seen visibly to you helps one to be more focused. Rule number 4. Reaffirm your intentions. When finishing a choice to proceed or quit, remind yourself of your goals and motivation. This practice reinforces commitment. Example, if you are tempted to skip a work, recall your goal or improving health and fitness. Reminding yourself, I want to lose weight by 10 kgs in next 2 months will help you to exercise, and laziness will not be your obstacle. Rule number 5. Apply the 10-10-10 strategy. Before making any decision, consider how you will feel about taking that decision in the next 10 minutes, 10 hours, and in 10 days. This perspective encourages thoughtful choices. Example, if you are considering staying up late to watch and complete your favorite Netflix series episode, ask yourself how you will feel in the next 10 minutes, after 10 hours, and after 10 days. Surely, you will feel guilty after 10 hours and 10 days for wasting time on Netflix series. This feeling of guilty will stop you from watching Netflix series. So apply the strategy of 10-10-10 before making any decision. Another reason for why do we struggle to finish what we start is procrastination, which is the art of delaying the work. One of the biggest ways we procrastinate is through endless planning. We keep refining our plans, convincing ourselves that we need a better strategy before starting. But this just keeps us stuck in preparation mode instead of taking action. We also procrastinate because delaying tasks feels easy and comfortable, but these small delays will add up and we will never achieve our goal. Temptations and distractions. Modern life is filled with distractions, social media notifications, TV, online games, and endless online browsing. All pull us away from what truly matters. Every time we check a notification, we move away from achieving our goal. Here author says, instead of fighting against distraction, we can prevent them. For example, logging out of social media during working hours makes it easier to stay focused. Also, it's very difficult to give up the social media fun completely. So instead, one can set limits, like taking short scheduled breaks to see the social media to recharge before returning to the work. Author says another reason for not finishing the work is poor time management, which is the silent dream killer. Time is limited, yet we often waste it without realizing it. Good time management means planning, prioritizing, and sticking to a schedule. It helps us stay organized and ensure us we have enough time for important tasks. On the other hand, poor time management leads to miscalculating the time required to complete the project, which in turn delays the target date, wasting time on unimportant activities instead of meaningful work. Constant stress and last-minute stress makes it hard to focus. In today's fast-paced world, good time management is a superpower. If we don't take charge of our time, distraction will take over, leaving no room for our bigger life goals. Author suggests 4 strategies to overcome procrastination. Strategy number 1. Temptation bundling. This technique involves pairing a task you find difficult with an activity you enjoy. By doing so, you make the challenging task more appealing. Example, listen to your favorite song while doing exercise. This way, you may work out more enjoyable. Strategy number 2. Take small, easy increments. Breaking a bigger task into small, manageable steps can make them seem less difficult and easier to start. Example, if you need to write a project report, begin by outlining the introduction of just one page. Completing this small part of writing one page can motivate you to continue with the rest of the project. Strategy number 3. Consider risk. Thinking about the negative consequences of not completing a task can motivate you to act. Example, if you delay studying for an exam, you risk poor grades. Recognizing this negative consequence can push you to start studying promptly. By applying these strategies, one can reduce procrastination and boost the productivity. Author gives 3 strategies to improve the productivity. Strategy number 1. Minimize distraction. Create a workspace free from distraction. Keep your working desk and computer desktop organized. Use apps to block social media. Keep your phone in the silent mode and wear earplugs to block the outside noise. This helps one to stay focused to complete the task. Strategy number 2. Default to a positive action and behavior. Set up your environment to make good habits easier. For example, log out of your social media after each use and place your phone out of reach while working. This reduces the chance of distraction. Strategy number 3. Manage attention residue. When switching the task, some of your attention stays with the previous task, making it hard to focus on your new task. To reduce this, try to finish one task before starting the another. This helps you to focus better on the current task. For example, before starting a new task, take a short break to clear your mind. This small break will help you to manage your attention residue. Strategy number 4. Single tasking. This means focusing on one task at a time without distraction. By giving full attention to a single task, you can complete it more effectively. Example, instead of checking your phone while writing a project report, turn off the mobile notifications and concentrate solely on the report until it is finished. Strategy number 4. Batching tasks. This involves grouping similar tasks together and completing them in one go rather than switching between different types of tasks. For example, set aside a specific time of around 15 to 20 minutes to check and respond to emails rather than doing it regularly throughout the day. This will increase the productivity. Strategy number 5. Creating a don't do list. Author says along with the to do list, make a list of activities you should avoid to stay focused on your main goal. For example, if eating potato chips distracts your focus to work, then add avoid junk food during the work hours to your don't do list. Strategy number 6. The 40-70 rule. According to this rule, one should gather at least 40% of information to start a new project and should take action only after 70% of information. This strategy will bring clarity in the mind before the start of the work. System for success. Creating systems to achieve success involves setting clear goals and establishing structured methods to reach them. Here author provides 5 systems to achieve the goals. System number 1. Keep a scoreboard. Tracking your progress can significantly boost motivation. By maintaining a to-do list or checklist to see the completed task helps one to see the progress and encourages one to move forward to achieve the goal. System number 2. Set smart goals. Set SMART, smart goals. Establishing specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound, that is SMART goals, provides direction and purpose. Example, instead of a vague goal like I will improve my fitness, set a specific target such as I will run daily for 5 kilometers for 30 minutes to reduce the weight. This clarity helps you focus your efforts and track progress effectively. System number 3. Create a routine. Developing a daily routine helps in building consistency and discipline. Example, set aside specific time each day for tasks like reading, exercise or working on a project. For instance, dedicating 30 minutes every morning for reading can become a productive habit. System number 4. Use rewards and incentives. Rewarding yourself for achieving milestones reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Example, after completing a challenging task, treat yourself to something enjoyable like watching your favorite show or having a special meal. This practice can make the process more enjoyable and encourages one for this continued effort. System number 5. Reflect and adjust. Regularly reviewing your progress allows one to make necessary adjustment to your approach. Example, at the end of each week, check what you have accomplished and identify areas for improvement. If you find that certain tasks are consistently not being completed, consider adjusting your schedule and approach to make them more manageable. By implementing these systems for success, you can create a structured environment that helps for productivity and focus to achieve your goal. Dear viewers, the best quote from this book, Finish What You Start, is it's not about how you start, but how you finish the task that truly matters. Dear friends, the top takeaway from this book, Finish What You Start, is that developing self-discipline and persistence is the essential to completing the task and achieving your goal. Dear friends, if you are watching this video on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, or if you are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, follow me for more contents like this. Let's continue learning and growing together as a part of Mindset Mastery Hub. Thank you and see you very soon with a new book next week.